Get ready for a basketball bonanza that could redefine how we view college sports. Because this season, the Colonial Athletic Association, CAA, is about to burst onto national TV screens like never before. Imagine your favorite underdog teams trading buckets under the bright lights of primetime, all while showcasing the heart and hustle that define mid-major hoops. But here's the kicker. 27 men's games slated for CBS Sports Network in the 2025-26 season, we're talking exposure that lifts the CAA's profile nationwide, giving fans a front-row seat to rivalries that might just steal the spotlight from the big conferences. And trust me, this isn't just about the games. It's a gateway to discovering hidden gems in basketball talent that often fly under the radar. Curious about how this could shake up the college basketball landscape? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the schedule that's bound to ignite debates among fans and coaches alike. First off, let's break this down for beginners. The CAA is a powerhouse conference in NCAA Division I, featuring teams from the East Coast and beyond, known for their competitive play and producing standout players who sometimes leap to the pros. This national TV push is a huge win for exposure, allowing more viewers to witness the intensity of these matchups. CBS Sports Network will air a whopping 24 regular season league games, plus the thrill of the CAA Men's Basketball Championship semifinals and final. 9 of those games are cleverly slotted into Sundays and Mondays, weaving the CAA into the fabric of the network's extensive college basketball lineup. Think of it as adding spice to your weekend sports routine, perfect for catching up on hoops without missing out on the league's best. Kicking things off on December 29th, we see the defending CAA champion, UNC Wilmington, UNCW, travel to North Carolina A&T for a 7 p.m. showdown. Just 2 days later, on New Year's Eve, December 31st, William Mary hosts Stony Brook at 2 p.m., setting a festive tone for the new year. But here's where it gets intriguing. Ring in 2026 with a matchup that pits experience against fresh energy. Northeastern, led by the CAA's longest-tenured head coach, Bill Cohen, who's tantalizingly close to a historic milestone with just 3 wins shy of 200 career league victories across regular and postseason play, heads to Bowie's Creek, North Carolina on January 3rd at noon to face Campbell and its rookie coach, John Andrzejczyk, in his debut on national TV. Cohen, with 197 wins under his belt in 19 seasons, is a legend in the making. Could this be the game that cements his legacy, or will the newcomer shake things up? It's a classic tale of old guard versus new blood, and one that begs the question, does experience always trump innovation on the court? The action heats up with Charleston in the spotlight for back-to-back features. On Monday, January 5th at 7 p.m., they host William Mary, followed by a Thursday night clash on January 15th at 8 p.m., when they venture to Maryland to challenge preseason favorite Towson. Speaking of favorites, Hofstra welcomes Elon on Saturday, January 17th at noon, paving the way for a blockbuster Martin Luther King Jr. Day tripleheader on January 19th. Picture this. Northeastern takes on Monmouth at 11 a.m., Towson battles Drexel at 1 p.m., and the evening caps with North Carolina A&T versus Hampton at 9 p.m., marking the first of 2 nationally televised games in 2026. Hofstra then welcomes Monmouth on January 22nd at 7 p.m., and this is the part most people miss. These early season lineups aren't just games. They're opportunities for under-the-radar teams like Hampton to shine on a bigger stage, potentially influencing recruiting and fan bases in ways we hadn't seen before. January 29th brings a high-stakes rematch at 9 p.m., as last year's tournament champion UNCW heads to SECU Arena to face regular season champ Towson. Remember that overtime nail-biter from last season, where Tyler Tejada's 21 points led the Tigers to a 65-61 victory? Expect fireworks as these top preseason picks collide again. William Mary gets consecutive national airtime, hosting Campbell on January 31st at noon, then traveling to UNCW on February 5th at 7 p.m., On February 7th, a Saturday doubleheader unfolds with Drexel at Elon at noon and Towson at Hofstra at 4 p.m. 2 days later, UNCW faces Charleston inside TD Arena on Monday, February 9th at 8 p.m. as the season ramps toward its climax. Brace for a flurry of 8 nationally televised games in just 15 days. It starts with a Valentine's Day special on February 14th at 4 p.m. when Hofstra visits UNCW at Trask Coliseum. The next day, February 15th, features Charleston at Campbell at 5 p.m. and Towson at Monmouth at 7 p.m. Stony Brook kicks off the following week on Monday, February 16th at 8 p.m., hosting Drexel. Hampton travels to Hofstra on Thursday, February 19th at 8 p.m. Monmouth heads to Charleston on Saturday, February 21st at 4 p.m. and Drexel hosts Towson for a Sunday matinee on February 22nd at 2 p.m. The regular season wraps with a bang on Sunday, March 1st at 7 p.m. as Charleston and UNCW headline a primetime clash that kicks off March Madness hype. Then, it's championship time. CBS Sports Network covers the semifinals on Monday, March 9th at 6 and 8:30 p.m. and the final on Tuesday, March 10th at 7 p.m., all from CareFirst Arena in Washington, D.C., perfectly timed as a prelude to CBS's NCAA tournament coverage. Now let's talk controversy. With so many games on national TV, is the CAA spreading the love evenly, or are perennial powerhouses like UNCW and Towson hogging the spotlight? Critics might argue this favoritism could overshadow smaller programs, potentially skewing perceptions of the league. On the flip side, some see it as a savvy strategy to build excitement and parity. And what about those coaching milestones? Should Bill Cohen's 200-win pursuit be celebrated as a testament to dedication, or questioned for how it might prioritize individual glory over team success? It's a debate worth having. What do you think, fans? Will UNCW defend their title, or could an underdog like Hampton make a Cinderella run? Do you agree that national exposure is a game-changer for the CAA, or does it risk diluting the charm of mid-major basketball? Share your predictions, favorite matchups, and hot takes in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and spark some lively discussions.